In a quiet little town, nestled between rolling green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a boy named Ethan. Ethan loved two things more than anything in the world: flying kites and spending time with his best friend, his dog Max. One bright and windy spring morning, Ethan's father gave him a gift. It was a beautiful blue kite. Its tail was long and painted with all the colors of the rainbow, and its wings shimmered in the sunlight. "This is for you, Ethan," his father said with a smile. "Take it to the park and let it fly high in the sky." Ethan's eyes lit up like stars. "Thank you, Dad. I'll make it soar higher than any kite ever." Without a moment to waste, Ethan ran to the park, with Max happily trotting right beside him. He held the kite's string tightly in his hand and waited for the perfect gust of wind. And then it came. Ethan let go, and the blue kite lifted gracefully into the sky, beginning to dance among the fluffy white clouds. It was a truly magical moment. All the other children at the park stopped what they were doing to watch. They pointed up as the kite swooped and twirled, its brilliant blue wings glowing under the warm sun. Ethan laughed with pure joy, feeling like the king of the sky. But then, suddenly, a strong, unexpected gust of wind snatched the string right out of Ethan's hands. He gasped and ran after it as fast as he could, but the kite was too quick. It flew over fences, zipped around trees, and finally came to a stop, tangled in the very top branches of a tall old oak tree. "Oh no!" Ethan cried out, his heart sinking. "My beautiful kite." Max barked and ran in circles around the tree, as if he was trying to say, "Don't worry, Ethan, we'll get it back. I know we can." Ethan tried to climb the tree, but the trunk was too wide and the branches were too high. Feeling discouraged, he ran to the nearest house, which belonged to Mrs. Willow, an old lady with kind eyes and a warm smile. "Mrs. Willow, can you help me get my kite down?" Ethan asked, his voice trembling a little. Mrs. Willow smiled gently. "Of course, dear. But remember, sometimes when something is lost, we must think very carefully before we rush to get it back." She went into her shed and came back with a long pole that had a small hook on the end. Together, they stood under the oak tree and worked to free the kite. After a few tries, the blue kite finally came loose and floated down safely into Ethan's waiting arms. He hugged it close and turned to Mrs. Willow. "Thank you so much. I promise to take care of it even better from now on." Over the next few weeks, Ethan became an expert kite flyer. He learned how to handle the wind, how to keep his grip strong, and how to fly his kite safely and carefully. He even started teaching the other children at the park his new skills, showing them how to enjoy flying kites without ever losing them. Every time the blue kite soared, it was a beautiful reminder of the important lessons he had learned about patience, teamwork, and responsibility. One afternoon, as the sun began to set in shades of orange and gold, Ethan let his kite float high into the evening sky. Max barked happily beside him, and all the children cheered. The blue kite danced gracefully with the clouds, a symbol of Ethan's hard work and care. And from that day on, the blue kite became a legend in the little town, reminding everyone that even small things, like a simple toy, can teach us big, important lessons if we just treat them with a little love and a lot of patience. Thanks for watching our story today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more wonderful tales.